Saber found another article. Another one with power scaling. Kind of. In the fact that it's 10 characters more powerful than Dragon Ball Super Zeno's list. Because he hates me.
Yeah, no. The answer is probably none of these. As to where Saitama wins everything because he's a gag character, Zeno just erases everything because he doesn't like it.
Yeah. Without going through this list so far, Zeno is kind of horseshit. Because as far as we're aware, nothing can actually hurt him.
Yeah, he just goes, oh, hey, some random Pokemon and Rimuru? Oh, you both disappeared.
Yeah, fuck you, fuck your universe, fuck your timeline, and fuck your, any counterparts.
Yeah,
literally instantly.
Yeah, I mean, Frost dies pretty quick when he breaks Zeno's rules.
He breaks Zeno's rules and is just done.
His attack doesn't even connect. He just fades.
Yeah, he aims and then fucking dies.
Well, I think he shoots it. And he's.
I don't even think he manages to shoot it.
So Remuru's powers, since he'll probably be on this list since he's right there. Remuru's powers were given to him by a god who's definitely weaker than Zenos.
Yeah, but we'll start with those.
So,
we'll start the article.
And then the other one's a Pokemon, so he can get caught by a Pokeball. So
we'll start the article, then see where it goes. Dragon Ball is often regarded as having having a stronger cast of characters than just about any other anime. It's no wonder that this is the case when it features a character like Zeno. Zeno has the mind of a child and seemingly possesses no aptitude for combat, but he can erase and create universes without a thought. Kind of don't need to learn how to fight when you can just disintegrate shit faster than people can think. Omni King Zeno is the most powerful character in Dragon Ball Super, but he's far from being the strongest anime character of all time. Looking at the franchise as a whole, he's even the toughest character in Dragon Ball. Well, yeah, that's Toribot. Every hero and villain stronger than Zeno is either a god or a godlike being capable of doing everything Zeno can and more.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have my doubts.
Because Zeno can erase an entire timeline and everything in it, because he does that in Dragon Ball.
He literally does it within about 6 seconds of seeing an ugly sky.
Yeah, he goes, oh, I don't like this place. It's gotta go. And he fucking erases it and kills the immortal Zamasu.
Yeah,
after he becomes a fart cloud.
After he becomes a fart cloud.
To end that arc. Yeah, terrible way to end that arc.
So before people, because I know something stupid's gonna pop up probably in this article without reading it, is that, well, but look at how fast, it took Zeno seconds to do that. He doesn't have that fast reaction times. Like, the entire fight between Trunks and Mecha Frieza, which in the anime was like fucking 5 minutes, is literally less than 2 seconds to an outside observer. If you watch the superhero movie.
Mm-hmm.
These characters are moving much, much faster than what is being shown. But let's start with the first one. Sailor Moon can create universes faster than Zeno can erase them. Sailor Moon is the most powerful magical girl of all time. And she's at number 10. Usagi Tsukino, better known as Sailor Moon, is often considered by Dragon Ball fans to have a power level similar to Goku. This is insult to the reincarnation of Princess Serenity, as, among Dragon Ball Super's cast, only Zeno even has the potential to stand up to her. Even then, if the two fought, the battle would end in a decisive victory for Usagi. By the end of her manga, Sailor Moon's boundless love grants her access to a wide range of magical attacks and the ability to create and revive universes with even greater ease than Zeno. She can also rewrite reality on a whim, manipulate time, and heal from any attack. Usagi also comes close to possessing the omnipotence and omniscience that Zeno seems to lack.
He doesn't lack it, he just
doesn't care.
Childlike. He's childlike, that doesn't mean he's an idiot.
Yeah, because he literally set rules in place.
Yeah. What would really happen here, provided she can create a universe that fast, which I don't think she can. I don't recall that ever happening in the show. He deletes a universe. She creates one to fix it. He deletes her, and then he deletes it again.
Yeah, because his deletion is beyond that of a god of destruction. So
Yeah, like the gods of destruction's bow down to him for a reason.
yeah,
And if you could speed blitz him, Pierce wouldn't bow down to him like that.
yeah. Arceus created the entire Pokemon multiverse. The Arceus in the Pokemon anime is merely an avatar for the true Arceus. The more Pokemon fans have learned about Arceus, the more it has become clear how much more powerful it is than any other legendary Pokemon. Within the anime itself, Arceus is the Pokemon god, responsible for creating all other Pokemon and for creating the universe through Dialga, Palkia, Giratina. Impressive at this is...
Hmm. I wonder if what was her name? Emma Singer is an AI.
It's not enough to compete with Zeno, which is why it's unfortunate, or why it's fortunate for Arceus that the lore of various Pokemon properties is interconnected. Thanks to Pokemon Legends Arceus, it's now understood that the Arceus in the anime isn't the true Arceus. That's rather the anime Arceus and every Arceus just serve avatars in his multiverse. The real Arceus possesses power unfathomably greater than the Creations Trio, and each avatar only possesses a small fraction of it. That's been known for a long time. I think that's been known since he fucking first appeared in the game. But
Also, nothing he creates stands up even close to the stuff that Zeno's created.
yeah, again, Zeno can just
Zeno just erases him.
yeah, again, or fuck you, fuck your timeline, fuck your universe, and fuck your hacks. They don't work.
Yeah. So I don't think Arceus really stands a chance.
I don't either.
I mean, his incarnations can be captured by 10-year-old children.
Yeah. Haruhi Suzumoya is an even stronger and more immature god than Zeno. Haruhi bends reality around herself without even realizing it. Haruhi may or may not be a god, but with the level of power she displays, it doesn't really matter what she is. Arguably even more immature than Zeno, Haruhi is a force of chaos throughout the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumoya as she unintentionally bends reality around her to suit her whims. While she herself isn't even aware of that there's anything special about her, she seemingly has no limit to what she can do. Physically, Haruhi's just an ordinary, if athletic, teenage girl, although that still makes her better suited for direct combat than Zeno. While Zeno's powers are unlimited to merely creating and erasing, Haruhi can do both of these things on the same universal scale that he can, and also change
There's
anything about
nothing
their
in the show. Nothing in the show shows that.
Haruhi can also rewrite history, create time loops, and spawn new timelines. Again, he can delete timelines. Time loops I doubt would actually affect him because he would just delete the time loop.
See, because like the comment about Sailor Moon having the ability to create universes is really what's got me wondering if Emma Singer's a bot.
There might be a thing. Like I said, I never watched the final part of Sailor Moon, so maybe in that. But even then,
I can think of.
But even then,
it's been a long time since I watched it.
Yeah. The fact remains is, I don't think. Again, she has the body of a physical. She's physically just a girl, but she has crazy magic. Essentially, well, if she has the body of a teenage girl, that means she can die. She's deleted.
I don't think she's winning even with her powers, because it's not like she's not a gag character like Saitama.
She's not a gag character, and it's like, okay, so
she also doesn't realize what she's doing.
Exactly. She has
no control over it.
Yeah, she has no control, which Zeno does. That's kind of what makes him so fucking terrifying, is he understands what he's doing, and he's completely willing to do it without a fucking care. Zeno's terrifying. On to number 7, because there's no point in really talking about Haruhi, because It even says she has the body of a teenage girl until she just fucking dies. Super Imagine Raimus is the strongest character in Dragon Ball. I have no idea who this is. I didn't watch Daima.
I didn't watch Diamond, so we could probably abstain from this one.
I'm just curious what it says. But there's little
I don't
doubt that
think
Super
so.
Imagine Raimus...
I don't.
He looks like an
I
old
don't think
Zeno.
so, 'cause- well, he does look like an old Zeno, but the issue is he's a Majin.
Yeah.
I don't.
It says Raimus is responsible for creating the entire Dragon Ball multiverse, apart from him being from the Demon Realm. And this is all fans know about him. That doesn't mean he's gonna be able to beat Zeno, because the ability to create does not equal the ability to destroy. These are two different things. Skill sets. It's like, well, yeah, but I can create universes on a whim. It's like, okay, that doesn't mean you can destroy them on a whim. We know Zeno can destroy them on a whim. So far, more shine than anything else ever done. Being so much older, Zeno himself is far better head on his shoulders than Judah King. Yeah, we'll abstain from this one because I don't know. Neither of us have watched Daima.
Yeah.
Number 6, Lane Iwakura achieves total omnipotence.
I don't know what this one is either.
Serial Experiments Lane is an anime with a traditional action, but nevertheless possesses one of the strongest fictional characters of all time. Specifically, the series protagonist Lane Iwakura achieves virtual godhood. Well, she begins
virtual godhood. She just lost.
Yeah. As a seemingly normal mills by the end, because omnipotent existing everywhere all at once, that doesn't fucking matter against Zeno. Because like the God Destructions, that's a thing. Because that's a thing Beerus does. Is when he grabs Zamasu, he deleted him in every timeline with just the one end. However,
he cheated with his ring.
He cheated with the ring. Maintain her own existence despite making it so she was never created. To top things off, looking for memory erasure on a massive scale. Again, I have my doubts.
Well, it sounds like she can fuck with a planet, at least, I guess. But I have no idea what this even is. Never heard of this.
Yeah, it also just... It sounds like it... Probably not.
It doesn't sound very good.
Well, again, it's like, well, you exist... You're completely omnipotent. It's like, okay, what does that... How do you defeat complete disintegration, then? Total erasure. How does omnipotence help you with that?
I don't think it does. I mean, she apparently does some sort of mass memory erasure thing, but it's not really the same.
No. No, it's not.
I think I've seen this cover before.
I also feel like I've seen it, but or at least
never watched it, though.
The cover, but not actually.
Apparently, we can watch it on Funimation if we really wanted to.
Sweet.
I'm not going to because
I don't care.
it sounds
up its own ass.
It sounds like it's
Oh boy, hold on. This is the girl from Madoka Magica, but then up on top it say that Sailor Moon was the strongest magical girl. It did. Then why is Sailor Moon at number 10, but she's at number fucking 5?
Because she's the devil.
Both of Maggie and Madoka Magica's main protagonists are more powerful than Zeno, but between Homura Akemi and Madoka Kaname, only one of them currently holds reality in the palm of their hands. At the end of the Madoka Magical Cycle Rebellion, Homura steals the power of the Law of Cycles from Ultimate Madoka. She uses her powers to transform herself into the devil and create the universe to exist in her preferred state. Okay. However, Homura's reality warping knows no limits, as it's within her power to establish the very laws that govern reality. If faced with Zeno, she could potentially just remove his ability to erase, or the concept that she herself could be erased. Homura also has the ability to manipulate the minds and memories of others, and nothing Dragon Ball stupid is just that Zeno wouldn't be vulnerable to this. There's nothing to suggest she can affect more than her planet and the one alien cats.
Also, her power comes from the alien cats.
yeah. Also, her power came from the alien cats. I'm not saying she's not a really strong bullshit character, but in the levels of we're talking about here, of divine
I'm also
characters.
pretty sure she gets rid of all of her powers.
No, she doesn't. Not at the end of the movie. There's probably a fucking spin-off game or something because there's like 30 of them, or she might. But yeah, so
Yeah, I could be wrong on that, because
also the
I didn't
again,
really like the movie, so I don't really remember it.
I like most of the movie. I think the end was lame. Mostly because it's trying way too hard, but that's a discussion for
it's
another day. The idea that she's able to defeat Zeno because she's the devil.
I didn't really like the ending of the show either, though.
No, it's very bittersweet, and I kind of like that, but I also prefer a happy ending. So, but Homura steals the power. You know, like, oh, she turned herself into the devil. Oh, congratulations.
Well, I'm just saying, there are devils in Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, or Dragon Ball in general. Like, technically, that would mean she might be on par with, debatably, Deborah.
Yeah, he's the king of hell.
So she might be on like his level, maybe.
Oh,
they put her at Super Saiyan 2.
Well, it also doesn't help that it's like, well, you can in Dragon Ball and the Dragon Ball universe, if you're powerful enough, you can ignore, you can just kind of break out of magics or shit like that. So, or time stopping.
Even in her own universe, I still don't think she beats him.
No, because she's dead before. Again, presuming they're both there to kill each other. The second Zeno appears, she's fucking dead because he can. Like, if you gave her, if you assumedly let's say she can make herself immune to his erasure and take his erasure powers away and do all this other things and give her a whole bunch of abilities we don't actually know she has, then yeah, sure, she could win, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, because there's a lot of ifs in there.
There's a lot of ifs.
What we see her do in the show, there's nothing to suggest she's even remotely that powerful.
No, not that I can remember.
This is just like taking a lot of liberties with what her power actually does.
Yeah. Even then,
because at the end, I don't think she'd stand up to fucking. I mean, I don't think she'd stand up to a lot of people. In all honesty, she is strong, but like, I feel like she'd be more in like the generic anime character roster of people. Because there's a lot of characters who have that similar concept, like the guy who gets stuck in the cave and melts, and then he randomly rescues a vampire lolly. I can't think of what it's called. And then he changes his hair to white and becomes an edgelord.
Oh, Air Ferretta.
Yeah, where his power is like alchemy, and they have no idea what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably more on her power level.
Yeah,
although she could probably kill him.
Yeah,
she would.
Yeah, she would easily kill him. She's strong.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that, but it's just a different tier.
Yeah, I was thinking like they'd be on power levels, but as I thought about what they actually can do, she easily wins that.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Bobobo is the most unstoppable gag character in all of anime. As has been repeatedly proven by Arale Norimaki, most Dragon Ball's cast are vulnerable to the power of gag characters. A direct parody of shonen heroes like Kenshiro from Fist of the North Star, Bobobo from Bobobo might just be the strongest gag character of them all. Physically, the master ever knows here combat, can fight on par with Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, and Frieza, and that's just about the least impressive thing regarded to his power. Bobo's ability to warp reality is more than infinite, as he's capable of manipulating not just the universe he lives in, but the anime in which he stars. He is completely and utterly invincible, always capable of debuting a new ridiculous ability to get him out of any sticky situation. Existence is Bobo's playground, and as long as he can make a joke out of it, he can achieve victory in any time. Problem being is, you admit he's a gag character.
Yeah, and Zeno can kill those.
And yeah.
It's rated a 10 out of 10?
I mean, I remember thinking it was funny, but I don't know about a 10 out of 10.
It's not that fun.
There are very few things that should ever get a 10 out of 10, but
And Bobo's not one of them.
Bobo's not one of them.
Like, Bobo's funny. I liked it. But yeah, no, it's not that good. Well, this is strange. I never finished. I finished the anime, but it never actually. I never read the manga, so I don't know how this one actually ends.
Medaka Kuramaki's power over Erasure is greater than Zeno's. Press X to doubt. She's immune to being erased from existence itself. Medaka Box is proof that anime doesn't need to be good in order to produce one of the strongest characters in fiction. Despite the dubious quality of her writing, the heroine comes close to being unstoppable. Her list of powers is gargantuan, with not the least of them being her ability to erase anything and everything, and her resistance to being erased from existence. Medaka is weaker than Zeno. Is only one specific area. I think it should be in one specific area. Specifically, among all of the different abnormalities, she lacks any that allow her to mimic Zeno's accomplishments as a creator god. Apart from that, though, her power over Erasure is superior to his, with even universal concepts being vulnerable to her, and she can manipulate, rally, and attack her enemies in an abundance of other ways.
I don't remember her having powers like that at all. Her thing is basically she's got a Super Saiyan form, and she's always right.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of this. That must happen later on in the manga if that happens, but that doesn't sound like what was going on in that. Because I like Madoka Box.
Well,
but I never read the manga, and the anime kind of stops in a weird spot.
Well, even then, the whole thing is she can, she can attack universal concepts. Like, congratulations, so did he, when you delete fucking everything, that includes universal concepts.
Yeah, there's nothing in this series at least, the anime. Like I said, I never read the manga, and the anime ends in a weird spot. But like, yeah, no, there's nothing about her that I think even comes close to like fucking. She's like Yamcha level at best.
Don't worry, it's rated an 8 out of 10.
I mean, I like it. I do think it's good, but I don't think she's winning this. And I already talked about this earlier.
Yeah, number 2.
On the list.
Remirror Tempest is akin to a god. By the end of that time, I got reincarnated as slime. The lore is expansive. The deeper one looks into the more one realizes just how overpowered Rimuru is. The Demon Lord that anime fans are familiar with is a monster in his own right, but the true absurdity of his power can only be found in the franchise light novel and web novels. Their stories are remarkably different from the animes and from each other's, but the Rimurus found in both possess abilities that surpass Zeno's. He can manipulate space and time as well as probability, and his abilities as a creator are superior to those of beings that spawn the multiverse. While he never becomes omnipotent, he does also achieve omniscience. Thanks to the ability to continuously consume the power and ability of others, by the end, Rimuru becomes more of a god than the Omni King is.
No.
Again, press X to doubt.
All of Rimuru's powers are given to him. He doesn't earn any of them. He fucking gets disintegrated because his powers come from a god most likely way weaker than Zenos.
Well, even says which I doubt, but let's say he can spawn the multiverse, right? What does that matter when they're all fucking dead? All of your multiverses are annihilated literally faster than you can make them. Because at the end of the day, Zeno is a Dragon Ball character, and he was able to keep up and watch the fucking fight with Jiren and Ultra Instinct Goku and all that, so it's not like Zeno's slow.
Well, no, they give him the God Tablet so he can keep up with them.
Oh, right.
But yeah, no, Rimuru doesn't win at all. Rimuru's strong and powerful and a weird pervert that I don't like, but...
So the anime's got good character designs and literally nothing else.
I mean, he out-eats the god at eating. How do you have any fucking stuff?
Yeah, it has no
Like
stakes after that.
interesting.
But enough about the terrible, terrible reincarnated Sly that somehow rated a fucking 9.6 out of 10.
Uh,
Fuck. How? Anyway, Simone the Digger uses spiral power to break all possible limits. Simone doesn't need even Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann to access his full strength. I mean, true, but he's still dead here. Again, out of all the characters on this list, Simone is by far my favorite. He's fucking done. The main protagonist of Gurren Lagann, Simon the Tigger's strength is legendary among anime fans, fueled by his own willpower and limitless potential of spiral power. Simon's physical capabilities are greater than the entire cast of Dragon Balls combined. No, they're not. And it constantly grows in the heat of battle. His mecha can throw galaxies and withstand attacks equivalent to a Big Bang. Gurren Lagann is an impossibly large and even more powerful version of its predecessor, and Simon himself was able to defeat the anti-spiral with his bare hands. It wasn't as technically. Simon can do anything that he wills to. He can attack, except for resurrect his wife. He can, but the writer is just stupid. He can attack his enemies across all space and time, and his speed is unfathomable. He is also immune to both mental manipulation and to being erased from existence. Simon is quite possibly the strongest protagonist in any non-gag anime, and his power, much like his mecha's height, dwarfs Zeno's. I'll give him the immune to mental manipulation, but if you ignore the fact that he's being visited by a ghost, but there's nothing to say that he can't be erased from existence.
well, they said that's what I mean. Like I know Gurren Lagann pretty well, and a lot of the powers I think this person just makes up.
Well, the anti-spirals aren't capable of just warping reality, like to just delete people from existence. They don't do that. That's why they lock them all in a mental prison. And then Simo gets visited by Kamina's ghost, which breaks him out. So, like, no. Also, I know the joke is, his robot is the size of a galaxy, and it looks like that, but if you actually listen to what the anti-spiral says, he creates a pocket dimension for them to fight him. He's not actually that big. He's fucking massive, don't get me wrong, just... It's not as big as people think.
Because I was looking at the comments on this, and, like, people are, like, debating a lot of these things. But like I said, it all comes down to who you like the most at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how much you put forward as far as, like, research goes. If you go, oh, hey, I think fucking Sailor Moon can kill Zeno, you're going to be like, well... Here's all the reasons she couldn't, and I'm just not gonna listen to that. Cause I don't recall her doing anything that lets her fucking create a universe or erase a universe. Like nothing on that scale. Cause there'd be no reason for it. Cause nothing in Sailor Moon is universal in scale like that.
Well, it also doesn't help that the power scaling community doesn't actually understand how big things are. So, because they call shit universal power scaling all the time. I showed you the fucking Wispy Woods thing.
Yeah.
Wispy Woods is multiversal. How?
He's a tree that blows real hard.
He's a tree that blows you. Is that cool? Obviously, but like, multiversal, really?
It's a skill useful in every multiverse, is what they mean.
Yeah. And, again, I like Simone the Digger way fucking more than I like Zeno. But Simone's fucking dead in this fight.
I like how one of these, like, this guy explains why this is nuts and disrespectful to Zeno. Then the comment, the reply to him is just no. Yeah, fucking good argument, bud.
Well, that was another very stupid article. Thank you, Saber, for having me fucking sit through and read this crap.
Tell me to find articles, and I didn't. Shut up.
Alright. Well, that's all for now.
Those were nice, and those were some nice ass. Both of them were embarrassing.
Emma Singer, you also, shame on you.
Yeah, your article's bad. I think you make up some of their powers. I know you definitely exaggerate them.
Yeah, so that'll be all for this one. Toodle-doos.
Very well.